Hey everyone, I am Kate, currently on day 25 of the Doing All the Things challenge. I want to start out with my sleep because it is now the second night in a row this week that I have hit that sleep goal on the lower end, but hit it nonetheless at 6 hours. I also want to point out that my walk was still pretty good, not as fast as the last 2 days, but still under a 19-minute mile. Now, I'm gonna let you guys watch me do a little bit of Pilates there as I talk about what I've been learning on my walks as I'm trying to achieve this faster pace is that that's not really something that's important to me, honestly. What's important to me is that I'm getting out there and I'm walking, and it's a way for me to reconnect with nature or connect with nature and life. Really, it's an opportunity for me to take pictures of the beauty that surrounds us, to include those cool hearts that I find. So I've noticed with all of this walking that I'm doing and trying to beat my last pace, or my fastest pace, I'm not feeling as happy in a sense on my walks. The past few days, I've passed up hearts, I've passed up like there was a snake I wanted to take its picture. So these things are really what's more important to me, is that I'm out there on my walks and able to do that at a pace that allows me to still enjoy the reason that I'm really out there in the first place. And yes, the walking part is important, and I do enjoy that very much, but at the end of the day, I'm not the person who needs to be out there walking the fastest. I need to be the person out there who is taking pictures of the things that are important to me. Again, like the scenery, the hearts, the random animals, just so much. And I have not done that these past few days because I'm just trying to have this fast pace. And I realize that this isn't working for me. And not only that, my hair is always wet, like still a little bit wet, tiny bit damp still from today's walk. It's like my hair is never drying. And no, I don't wash my hair every day, maybe once a week. So I'm not okay with a lot of this. I like to have my cute little hairstyles and curl my hair, but that's just so hard to do when your hair is wet for half of the day. And God forbid I wash it, because then my whole head would be wet for, and damp for the day, as opposed to, these walks where it is leaving just this back portion, like this much of my hair damp. So for me, the idea of maintaining a fast pace isn't what's important on my walks. It's really the fact that I'm out there and able to stop and take my pictures and capture the things that are most important to me. So I was really going to finish this week strong, I said in Monday's video, I believe, and that's still the intention. But at the same time, I'm going to honor these parts of me that I do care about, that are important to me, that I value, which is not the fastest pace. I don't really care, I'm really just happy to be out there walking. So we're gonna see how my walks go these next couple of days. But again, I'm not going to concern myself as much with the pace. I wanna feel like I can stop and do and I know that I can, but I've just been more focused on, let me see how fast I can do this. And I've noticed this is what I'm missing out on. I've not photographed some hearts and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm not happy about this. So again, just wanted to point that out. If you find that you are competing with something and it's not really working out, maybe exploring, well, why? Like, what is it about the situation that isn't working? So for example, with me, that pace situation, trying to maintain a fast pace isn't working because it's disrupting what really is important to me. So if you're running into, being stuck or not wanting to do your routines or not finding the motivation, maybe see if it's because you're doing it for the wrong reasons. What is important to you, and follow that. That's what I'm going to do. And look how long it took me to really learn that. And really, it was because throughout this challenge, I would still stop. I knew that's what I wanted to do and I would do that. But then I saw my pace was getting faster. So then I really started to challenge myself, and there's nothing wrong with that. But within doing that, I'm losing parts that are important to me. So again, explore those things if you find yourself stuck or not motivated to continue with a routine. You know, what's important to you, and does that fit what you're currently doing? With that being said, yes, I did Pilates today, and I did it without the resistance band. 20 minutes. And it wasn't too bad. I mean, definitely a workout. Like either way, Pilates is a workout. I think I'm going to continue without the resistance band just to see how I like it. And then this next video I'm going to share with you, it is my boyfriend working out, and it's really because he has such a great body. Like, to be honest, I've never dated a man with a body like his. Just complete muscle. He's very disciplined with his workout routines, and he's really a lot of what's encouraged me to want to just get myself in better shape. And again, his discipline is just so outstanding. We're going to watch that in this video. So here we are at the hotel. It's a Saturday, and my boyfriend is exercising. So I do want to give him some credit because he does keep himself in good shape. And part of the reason why is because he will make time to exercise when we are on vacation, when we're away for the weekend. And so he has, you know, honestly been quite an inspiration and encouragement to me. Let's now check out how many hours I fasted for, what I broke my fast with, and then snacks and meals for the rest of the day. I fast just over 19 hours with 2 eggs, a little bit different than I normally cook my eggs. The yolk is a bit more runny, not a lot, just a tiny bit. Did overcook my bacon a tiny bit too. But I'll also have some strawberries and blueberries today, and then I am making some homemade soup. I am having some homemade veggie soup. It does have cabbage in there, but I threw some extra raw pieces on top. They're just loaded with celery, carrots, garlic, white onion, corn, green beans, cabbage, and peas. I am also having the rest of the sweet potato from, I don't know when, yesterday maybe. And then also these chicken tenders that my son made. He did bread them with egg and flour. Not going to be concerned about those carbs. I'm just going to enjoy this. And yes, some barbecue and ketchup for dipping. I do want to point out I didn't even eat all of that sweet potato that was left, but I did eat those chicken tenders my son made. And I'm just so proud of my boys and the fact that they can cook and can cook things like chicken and make homemade breaded chicken tenders. Just a lot of pride with that. Very proud of my boys and their ability to cook. I do want to eat chips though. I love chips so much. And again, when I had that binge day, I bought 4 bags of chips because they were on sale. And in my mind, I was going to eat them all apparently in one night. But 1 bag remained unopened. I did open 3 that night and kind of mixed them together. I call it a chip party. I mentioned that. But I think my son finished the Cooler Ranch Doritos. So there are flaming hot Cheetos and cheddar and sour cream Ruffles that are still in my cabinet. And I just want to eat them, but I'm not going to. I have toyed with the idea, like maybe I'll just have a few, but I think a few is going to lead to like the whole bag. So going to avoid that, but just going to say like, yes, I eat the way that I do, but that doesn't mean that I don't crave or want things that I know I like. And I love me some chips. So anyway, that's what's going on with those chips in the cupboard. They're gonna stay there. Let's go ahead and get to our plant list. So updated today with an additional 6 plants, and that was because I made that homemade soup. So keep in mind that soup alone, while I only counted 6 here, it's because I already counted the white onion and garlic here and the pepper, but that soup alone really has a total of 9 plants. So here I am almost at that goal. I've got just 4 more left before I'm hitting that 30 plants. Again, very confident I will knock out the plants list. Speaking of lists, let's check out the list, my checklist for today. And here is the list for today. No alcohol, no weed, no cigarettes. Walking 2 miles 5 times a week, 1 mile twice a week. Getting my Pilates in, as we can see. I am open to receiving this random $5,000 goal I decided to include in this challenge. I am eating 30 different plants this week. I have fasted for at least 16 hours. I did do that 36-hour fast. I am eating lower carb. I did do my mindful minute, and it is a minute. I double checked the Breathe app yesterday. So just to confirm that mindful minute is 1 minute long. I did sleep for at least 6 hours, making this 2 days in a row that I get to check that one off. I am updating and posting daily. I did work my shift. I have 1 bottle of the 3 left to drink with the water. I did have some tea. I will close my Apple Watch rings. I have 1 stand hour left. I did cook at home. And I am working on that passion. And there we have the list for June 25th. As far as ketosis, I had every intention on testing today. I really was just trying to wait until like a couple hours after I ate those chicken strips with the barbecue and the ketchup, because I did have brown sugar and barbecue sauce yesterday too. So I was really trying to wait until later in the day to test. Made sure I was drinking a bunch of water so I could use the bathroom, so I could test, before posting the video. And I went to the bathroom and washed my hands and then realized, oh my gosh, I didn't even test for ketosis. So I'm just going to skip that today. We'll see where I test tomorrow. I'm not going to try to flood myself with water to go to the bathroom. I'm not going to worry about it. Not a big deal. I'll test tomorrow morning, see how ketosis looks then. And really, this is all I have for you all. So I do want to thank you for tuning in, for showing up. Let me know how you all are doing down in the comments. And again, really seek what's most important to you and modify accordingly. So it's not like I'm going to stop walking. I'm going to continue my walks just in a manner of which I feel good about it. I'm going to capture my hearts and the beautiful scenery and the random animals and everything else, versus trying to compete with myself for the fastest time when that's not important. And it's just leaving my hair damp for days. So anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll see you back here for day 26 tomorrow.